Good day. In this video, we're doing sketching a cubic function from its properties. They give us this, and then we must find this. Let's quickly revise some notation with functions. If they say g of x equals 2x plus 1, then if they say g of 2, they mean replace the x with 2. So they're saying the x value is 2. The coordinate's not important now. If you now see g of x equals to 0, that means your y is 0. If you see a g accent of x equals to 0, they mean to say the gradient is 0. If you see g accent of 3 equals to 2, it means where x is 3, the gradient will be 2. Now, let's use this information to solve this problem. Now, this is a typical question that must be understood by grade 12s. They tell us here that a cubic function, f, has the following properties. F of a half equals f of 3 is equal to f of minus 1 is equal to 0. From what we learned up here, they're giving us the x values where the y value is 0. That means this is my x-intercepts because my y is 0. Then over here they're saying f accent of 2 is the same of f accent of minus the third is equal to 0. Now f accent means the gradient is 0 at these x values. Always easy to remember, stuff in brackets is always really x values. This is where the y value is 0 for these x values. This is where the gradient is 0 for these x values. Then it also says f of x is decreasing in the interval from where x is minus a third up to 2, excluding them. And then they said, draw a rough sketch of f, clearly indicating the x-coordinates of the turning points and the x-intercepts. So on your final sketch, you'll have a lot of x values, but the y's values are not seen as important to them. I drew as a set of axes on a Cartesian plane. So here's my x-axis, there's my y-axis. Because I know that my x-intercepts are these numbers, I already indicated them on here. Then another thing they said is where x is 2 and x is minus a third, something will happen. Now, because they are telling me stuff about the gradient at these two x values, I drew a dotted line here at x is 2, another one where x equals to minus the third, because something is going to happen over there. And they said the gradient is 0 over there. The next thing they said over here was that this graph is decreasing where x is minus the third to 2. Decreasing in maths means it's going in this direction. So from this dotted line to this dotted line, the graph will be going down. We're not sure where yet. Oh, but then we can see there is an x-intercept over there. So it must be going from here, down here in some way, down to here. Because it says here, this graph is decreasing from minus a third to 2. Then you start drawing anywhere on this red line, and as long as you go through the x-intercept, anywhere, it doesn't matter how far down you go, and that's what the information says now. It says that we have f of x decreasing here. This could have been higher up here. As long as it goes down through here, it can come further down here. That's not important. Now, knowing the general shape of a cubic function, you now know that on this side, you will be ascending up to there, and then from the 2 here, you will be ascending going through there. So now you have covered all your x-intercepts you went through. You also went decreasing from this number to this number, and there it is finished. The question asked us here to draw a rough sketch, which we did, and it says clearly indicating the x-coordinates of the turning point. So there I wrote it 2 and y and minus the third and y, and also the x of the x-intercepts, but that we had, that's a minus 1 there, there's a half there and a 3 there. Especially the perfectionists have trouble with these type of questions because they want to know what that y is and what that y is and exactly how high or low it must be. It's not necessary. This question has been finished now. Please stop the video and get your brain around this. In other words, if you see a question and they write these properties down of a cubic function, then you must be able to apply it, and you must make a rough sketch that looks something like this one that we drew. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy mathematics.